Alright. What up, my Nighthawks? We're back at it with some, with our, storyline gameplay for Outer Worlds. I'm gonna try to put in a couple more hours before I go to bed and have to get up for work. But other than that, to the people who did subscribe to me, I appreciate you. I mean, mad love, thanks a lot. But like I said, I mean, don't subscribe to me because, you know, you're expecting to get sub back. I mean, if you genuinely do subscribe to me, I appreciate you, and you know, I will support back. But not if you're just doing it to get a sub and then just unsub me. I mean, that's really just kind of hurting hurting other people who are generally just trying to, you know, make subs organically. And you know, I'm not gonna sub to you. I mean, if now, I mean, pretty much this is what it's gonna be now. I mean, don't expect me to sub to you right as soon as you sub to me. I mean, if you genuinely sub to me just because you like what I'm doing and you have an appreciation for what I do, then, you know, thank you. But, you know, don't do it under the guise of expecting me to sub to you. Now, if you genuinely will support me and everything like that, then maybe I'll sub to you. But, you know, from now on, I'm not doing that no more. I mean, I already had people burn me, and it's not a big deal if they don't sub to me or whatever. But the thing is like, it really just kind of hurts my channel if you're just gonna sub to me and then unsub to me. I mean, why do that, you know? So, you know, from now here on out, don't expect a sub from me anymore. But yeah, we're just gonna do our usual here. So for right now, we got our let's see, what's our next passes anywhere. Glasses, willing to sell you a napkin, sell for 10,000 bits. Gladys offered you a job if you guys. Gladys mentioned that Junlei captain is always willing to put available captains to work. You can also check the bounty board in the docking bay for work. Okay. Where's this one at? Okay, we'll go to Vaughn. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just over that. I just can't believe, like, it's like, don't do that. I don't even know anymore. Kind of getting to the point where it's like kind of pointless of me broadcasting, because you just got too many cutthroat people in here that, you know, take advantage of shit like that. And it's like, I'm all about gaming and definitely love it if people would want to watch me and think they or like what I do, but don't come under the false guise of that kind of crap and then, you know, subscribe to the channel expecting a subscribe back, and then as soon as you get that sub, unsubscribing. That's like such a fucking dick fucking bullshit move. I swear. I probably shouldn't get all hyped over it, but still, it's like, really? Who does that? Anyways, back to the channel. I wonder if that was the guy who did that. I bet he was. Honestly, yeah, but then I'm probably not going to post in that thing anymore. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to be helpful. You get too many fake subscribers. And those who do subscribe and are genuine about their interest in my gameplay, thanks a lot. Appreciate you. But now I know not to just take that and stuff. I'm done. Okay, talk to Vaughn real quick. That was a heated battle though. I'm lucky I made it out of there alive. Any news on that thing we spoke about? You know, that thing. Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for the other parties. Buyers. I got it, all yours. This is gonna make me so popular. I mean, with the people who buy it. Not by using it, because I'm not. You're definitely going to use it. Only for testing purposes. Quality control. You would, right? Nope. Uh-huh. You just don't understand the market. Anyway, here's a cut for you. In advance from my profits. Pleasure doing business with you. Alrighty, let's see what we gotta go do now. Better go level up my gear. Modify. Dialogue skills. Smart stuns and damages melee attackers. Gotta go find and search for this. Gotta go find and search for these weapon schematics. Somewhere over here. That's where I gotta go to see Gladys. Yep, right over here. Made it to the building that has the schematics, but swarming with enemies. A bunch of marauders. Holy shit. Hope I can make it out of this alive. distant shots. Won't know what to hit him. Just keep moving. Shot. That was a close one. A little banged up, but nothing a few adrenal packs won't heal. That dude's body go. Take that. Fast travel here. Thought I couldn't fast travel anywhere else. Luckily I can, I guess. see if we can get these schematics in and out without too much of a hassle. Not with my luck though. Place is crawling with marauders. Downed enemy. Felix says, smells like something died. Couldn't agree more with him. If you need to get in the armory and don't have the code, ask me. If I'm not around, check the front desk at Antibiotics Lab. Masha. Dr. Crane, pursuant to our conversation of this previous week, re why is the ammunition storage locker larger than my bathroom? I've dispatched Sullivan with the triplicate paperwork you requested. As a reminder, I am currently the sole property manager for all three facilities, and I remain the only person required to sleep on site rather than in Roseway. According to Human Resources standards, my position entitles me to refreshment facilities of not less than 4 square meters. I spent all day yesterday cleaning a man's arm out of my meat grinder, and I don't even have a damn shower out here. Fix it, or I'm going to start breaking into your room and showering there. Then you can experience the joy of cleaning gristle out of your drain. Remember, I have an entire crate of mag picks here. You know I can do it. Ruben, I'm starting to run low on caffeine supplements. Any chance you can bring some by? I've had an urge to rearrange my storeroom all day. Maybe you can help with that again. Or not. We could hike to the terraformer. It's been a while since last time. Wind in my hair, just quiet. I just want to mind that. Feels like all I can do anymore is mop up viscera or sit there twiddling my thumbs. I don't know, you tell me. Masha. Anton, haven't heard back from you. Read the paperwork. There was a receipt of acknowledgement right on top. I expect you to sign and return it forthwith. While I have your eye, have you heard from Porter? Doesn't seem like anybody's responding to my message today. M. Things are hairy out here. Lock the doors, keep your head down, stay safe. Mashenka, I'll come for you. Intake 00473, Project Winter Blue Mountain Iteration 37, logged by Crane A. Note, the usual issue, 5% incidence of side effects, rising to 15% in 60+ age bracket. 00474, Mechanical Sentry Parts, miscellaneous, logged by Porter R. Notes, recovered from Dr. Orson, dumped them back in the parts locker. Messages 00475, cigarette ignition device, palm size, logged by Shaw O. Inventory logged for personnel use only. Requested a secured workroom to use in my office hours. In my off hours, assigned a bench in the mechanical maintenance room of the armory and splendid bonus. Centuries. Of course, it's not one thing, it's another. It's not Raptidons, it's Marauders. It's not Marauders, it's Mechanicals. Marauders really did a number on this place. Poor bastards. Destroy this computer. Nothing in here useful. Kill my own friend. Alrighty, let's go check out the storage room. I finally found an acid steeper for my cleaning machine. He'll be ready to be deadly in no time. Check this computer, see if there's anything interesting. 1. Force physiologist Kron pistol. Force Flogist synchrotron pistol status. Functional. Untrained personnel must attend site safety seminar S023 before using. As a seminar officer is not currently available, recommended permanent secure storage. Current ammunition counts. Error. Ammunition entries not found. Please contact Volkova M and request that ammunition entries be updated as soon as possible in order to maintain our stock for security personnel. Not very helpful information, but so far it sounds like there was a cache of ammunition here at one point. Hopefully it's the same. go. Fucking lost me, folks. God damn it, and I died. Continue. Nothing worse than dying like that. Well, looks like I gotta start all over, but at least I only have to beat from right here. Let's try this again. Smoked them all. Well, smoked the ones in this room at least. Now I just gotta go deal with those damn robots again. Crap. Wish my companion was any help. Stay right there. Can't have you getting in the way and dying. Oh, 6, this patrol route passed too close to the experimental subject pins. Now there's Rap Spit skunking over the servers and the gun arm. We don't have any replacement arms, so I guess we'll disassemble this one for parts. At least 12 and 17 are still working. Someone tried to disable the mandatory consumer broadcast on 17. The thing got stuck in maximum volume mode until we factory reset it. Week 3. 12 had a serious malfunction today. Ford accidentally tripped one of the sensors inside the wall, so the blasted unit throughout. Unit thought everyone was an intruder and just started shooting. We shut it down for now, but we requested new behavior modules from HQ for the rest of the units. No response on the behavior modules for the time being. We'll have to hope nobody blows up the wall. Felix, come on down. Made it all the way down here. Hopefully those blasted fucking... Looks like we still have enemies around here. Thought I killed them all off. Wonder where these ones are at. blasted blueprints, schematics at? Come on. God damn it. Oh, there they are. On the wall. Where else would they be? Detailed drawings of an advanced pistol. Revisions and comments are scrawled across the images in most illegible writing, except for the name Orson Shaw scribbled in the corner. Schematics depict a cyclotron pistol from a brand named Force, which is not native to Halcyon Colony. It's unclear from these plans what a cyclical synchrotron does. Physiology synchrotron, I don't know. Phylogeny synchrotron, I guess. Not sure. But we got what we came for. Now we just gotta watch out for the rest of these enemies. Alright, we're out of here. Let's head back. Claire has to be happy that we found what we got. We found what she came for. Well, we made it out of that. Got the schematics. Glad I should be happy with these. For now, though, gotta figure out what else we need to do here before we leave. I think I might have to leave Phibbs behind. He hasn't been doing too well. I definitely need some rest. I'm losing a little bit of my edge now. Need to eat something, drink. Extremely tired. This world can definitely have an effect on you if you don't keep your head straight. Better put some of this stuff away in my locker box. Better get some sleep. Start fresh tomorrow. What else do I need to do while I'm here? We'll return to Gladys. I think I'll give Felix one more chance. Maybe this day of rest might have helped him. Squatter's Journal. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with the full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. For anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. If no one agrees to take me on as a crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone's snooping around here or there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. About those secrets you asked me to look for. What'd you turn up? I found a toothpaste formula, but then I unfound it. Well, that's just swell. Sweetheart, good for you. I acquired some research on Raptidon Musk, but I found another buyer. Shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal. Fancy Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch. Golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. I found schematics for a prototype weapon from Force, and I'm selling. You buying? Peaches and cream. That isn't the most handsome bit of lethal engineering I ever seen all week. That'll go for a tidy sum of bits. I think that's it. Are you positive? Honest to goodness? I'm certain there's nothing left. Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can get help. Law bless you for doing your leg work, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You come visit anytime.
Daddy, do I have glasses?
What? Felix Millstone, nice to meet you. Out of Docking Bay. Keeping your nose clean? Yes, ma'am. Been at least a couple weeks since my last nose-related incident. Uh-huh. I'm glad you see you in Captain's custodies. Just trying to steal any critical parts from my ship. I sense some history here. It's possible. I got caught lifting some spare parts a couple years back, but it was only just that one time, honest. I tell you to stay out of trouble, but I know you'll find it anyways. Whatever you do, just make sure I don't find out. Talk to this lady real quick. Gracious, I was just sitting down for tea. Wanted to ask you something. What do you want then? My hand-earned wisdom? My hard-earned wisdom? You mentioned groundbreakers outside of Board's control. That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. For how long? I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei. How do you mean? The Board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. Back to my other questions. Go right ahead, sweetheart. Why did the Board recall Stellar Bay Naties? Ask the common folk and they'll tell them, you see. Mistake that they would make them look bad to the rest of the colony. What makes you think that? Like, never want you looking behind the curtain. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole showcasing one broad screw or an up after another. On Groundbreaker, she's our mess. Are there still people down there? Probably. Every once in a while we get those snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Who knows if that's true? Might be true. Might be some new trick from the Board. What do you do here? Oh, a little this, a little that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of knickknacks, curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with hair full of famous tossball players. That's much more of a passion. Please tell me you're not the reason Black Hole Barity shaved his head in the last permanent match. Well, Mr. Holocone did win this pennant. But that's not what you want to talk about, is it, dear? It's gonna be harder. I better just go find a slave smoke. back here at Edgewater, or Roseway actually. I gotta go find this lady's cigarette striker, sticker case, or whatever. Oh shit. Yeah.
I'm hot.
Okay, we'll turn the cooler off though. Goddamn mines.
Daddy, where's Dad? Oh, no, he's not Daddy. Daddy, oh, where's Mommy?
She's in the front room. Where else is she gonna be at?
She's in the bathroom.
Oh, she's going to the bathroom. Okay.
But she's taking too long.
Well, she's in the bathroom, boy. And you take just as long in the bathroom as anybody else.
No, he's gone. He's gone. Nobody's gone.
In the other bathroom, nerd.
What?
She's in the other bathroom, nerd. Dear Sir, Madam, this is an unnamed message generated to inform you of a security breach somewhere in the vicinity of Roswell Laboratory and Outpost. Auntie Cleo wishes to inform you that the event of security breach you expect to destroy evidence of ongoing experiments of questionable legitimacy. Please retrieve any available weapon and commence an elimination of your cache of imported Rapidons. Please remember to disable electric fences before attempting to enter Rapidon pens. Auntie Cleo frowns upon the use of any weaponry made or designed by Spacer's Choice. If your body is found carrying an unauthorized weapon designed by Spacer's Choice Incorporated, you may be fined for violating your non-competition agreement. The cigarette case is metal lined and embossed with an iconic rendering of the Hope. The name Lillian is signed on the inside of the metal lid. Commissioned by Spacer's Choice for Founding Day anniversary, motion honoring the lives lost in Hope. Nothing like a good smoke to help you remember someone dying in the airless void of space, gasping for breath is their last moments. Seriously, don't get just killed. It's a nice cigarette case, but it's still just a cigarette case. I got good news. I have the cigarette case you lost. You're shitting me. I'm not saying it wasn't a hassle to get, but here it is, safe and sound. You ain't so bad. Here's something for your trouble. Wondering about your group. There's a huge pack of assholes. Nah, I love them. Probably. Be right back. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Hello, can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn and blast, this is loud. As I boarded the docking bay and securing myself. As I boarded the docking bay, I can hear this older man talking. The one who woke me up, Phineas Wells. I don't know what this guy's motives are, but we'll see right now. Mind the mess, I haven't had much visitors since. In fact, I've never had a visitor. Liar. I know he's had more than one visitor. Captain Hawthorne was his first visitor. What's his angle? What does he want? Exactly. He says he wants one thing, but obscure body in the SK system. Spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them. Raising core temp another 5 cc's over 1 hour. Dosage appears to be working. Slight dips from the processing in cyst pigs. Not beyond expected boundaries. Microscopic assessment shows no sign of sudden trauma and mast cell wall collapse encouraging. Reminder, still need time to mop up pig. Need to get a view into the cranium, see what's going on with the neurons. Oops, hand slip. Likely effects. Nothing important. May have numbness in left heel. Who even needs that? Looking at sample evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine and norepinephrine. Curious. No evidence of entropic effects on neurons. However, 5 excited. Now, if only I can keep them from exploding, raising core temperature to 5 cc's, 1 hour. Oops, forgot I had to probe in brain. Jostled with elbow. Subject may suffer numbness in right earlobe. Acceptable. Feel ridiculous telling mostly frozen slabs of meat you're doing fine. Warhawk. Practicing bedside manner important aids recovery. Curious about that neurochemical production. Side effect of prolonged hibernation. Subject may experience tachycyclia, exaggerated flight or fight or flight response. Check brainwave, found sharp uptick in perceptive/cognitive processing when I jostled the probe. Fascinating, equivalent to speed of common fly's brain. Could be useful in stressful situations. Subject time dilation. See world moving in slow motion. Would everyone from Hope have this sort of brain damage? Or is it peculiar to Warhawk? Can't wait to awaken more than from Hope and study in detail. Is it even right to call them this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Who wouldn't want an on-call hyper-fast cognitive response? Am I envious? to expand the span of a breath to an eternity, to be able to just for a moment to perceive the world in all its infinite detail. Core temp is up, still stable, no sign of celluloid wall decay, neurological necrosis, beginning 5 Celsius over 1 hour cycle. Yes, I believe I do envy you, Warhawk. Experimental notes. Logs. Eureka. Flash frozen organic material reverts back to its original cell structure when treated with tinctures of dimethyl sulfide. What up, Hawk? How you doing, man? Rate of explosive self-death are very respectable 6%. Bad news, difficult to acquire. Limited quantities of compound, likely produced by Anticleo, recently discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Must find more. 012. Artificial stasis successful and deduced in CISPIG specimen. 217. Revivification completed. CISPIG tissue returned to living state. Brain tissue suffered from rapid nucleation. Attempting treatment. 558. Treatment progressing. 820. Treatment failed. Brain tissue irreparably damaged by rapid onset necrosis. 851. Explosive cell death. 949. Finished cleaning liquefied remains of CISPIG from laboratory floor and walls experiment equipment. Good, yeah. I'm doing good, man. Just trying to get further in this game of Outer Worlds. How to start from the beginning because I forgot I bought a new PlayStation and whatnot. So, yeah. 216. Fresh out of Anticleo's experimenting with Spacer's Choice partially emulsified creamer substitute. 218. Finished brewing, adding 2 ounces of Spacer's Choice. 220. Atrocious. Felt part of self die on the inside. Reminder, add Spacer's Choice to the list. Note to self, number 2, buy more mouthwash. CISPIG notes. Have spared one of my stock of experimental CISPIG to use as a renewable source of nourishment. Have named this lucky pig Bubbles. Given an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of tumors. Must look into that. Excellent creature, CISPIGs. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine, succulents, slaughtering a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally, falling off the flesh like mock apples off of a tree. Seems the height of barbarity. Truly a miracle of modern science. Personal files. Password required. I'll get to you in a second, man. Scribbled notes. Mop up melted pig. Reminder. There's nothing left to find here. Let's talk to this guy already. Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little, habitation. Such as it is. I've got, caffeinoids, cispits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. For what it's worth, I do appreciate you pulling me out of hope. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I don't regret that I couldn't say more of your fellow settlers. With what with being hunted by the board and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. I wanted to talk to you about something else, though. Of course. What's on your mind? There's some reason you're hiding behind the bulletproof glass. Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here. You know, I have had my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Got a moment to talk? Absolutely. Let's talk. Have you met my crew yet? No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact. Fine, looking hideout you got here. My name's Felix, by the way. Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy. Relax, they're with me. Oh, fine, as long as you're vouching for their character, and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a natural leader, after all. Law knows Halcyon is in need of a real leaders. You're right, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress. Something else I wanted to talk to you about. What's on your mind? Don't you ever leave your lab? Oh goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the ether. Well, no. I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I lose consciousness and die of hypoxia. Well, that's not what I meant. I meant, do you have some kind of life outside your work? Life outside of work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work, and an entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't even revive themselves, you know. Why are you obsessed with reviving Hope's colonists? Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense. Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problem. Aha, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you should never have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it? I'm glad to hear that everyone on the Hope is dependent on us. We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading. Okay. That was about it. Guess we just gotta head out. Well, for what it's worth, the Phineas fella did save my life. Brought me back after I don't know how many decades anymore. I'm surprised I'm still alive. He is right though. They did say our shelf life after cryohibernation should only have been 10 years at the best. But yet, we've been asleep for more than a few decades, more than 10 years, and yet he was able to bring me back to life. It's interesting how that works out. And here I am in this new world, trying to learn how to live in it, trying to figure out a way to revive the rest of the colonists on Hope. I can't be the only one that's revived from this. But what could we do to better this world? So corrupted. People's lives on the line. Nowadays, a human's not even worth being human anymore, unless you're an asset to a corporation. Sad, really. Literally, this is what human life has become after 30,000 years, 40,000 years. Who even knows anymore? It's unbelievable at times. Well, better get back to work. Stall access. Initializing. Sequence. Greetings, customer. This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM? Yes. Registering new owner, Captain. Welcome to the crew, Sam. Welcome to the crew, Sam. SAM unit lives to clean and clean to live. Well, got a new addition to the crew. Cleaning unit named Sam. But it's really not a cleaning unit anymore. More of a cleaning sentry bot. It's interesting. Alright, let's get out of here. Head back to Groundbreaker. Speak your mind. Honestly, I could use the distraction. Parvati wanted to talk to you, Junli. Go ahead. What? What? I didn't think you just... Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What could I do for you? I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with an actual real spaceships. Miss Junlei, Chief Junlei. Junlei is fine. No need to be so formal, Parvati. Force of habit, I guess. Huh. Okay, since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I can message you later, maybe. I'd be happy to make time, Parvati. You can ask me anything. Parvati, don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person. Right, in person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said. Sorry. I like it. Honest, sorry. Thanks, Junlei. I had some other questions for you. Nice job, Parvati. Could have done it without your moral support, Captain. Now, if there's something else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Well, we'll be on our way. Now I gotta try and figure out where this other weapon is. I could talk to Gladys, but I don't know if I can get anything out of her. See what we can do. If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. See what you got for sale. Wanted to try and copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys. How do you do, and welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Rest and Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry, business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. What kind of business have you and Gladys got running? Don't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up. Business, what do you and Gladys do here? Glass here, sorry. There's a lot of static on my end. But I'm standing right here. Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of Groundbreaker's engines have been really got me over the years. Are you just pretending you can't hear me so you don't have to answer questions? Huh? What? Forget it. Huh? Now that I heard. Do you do business with the Promenade merchants? Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. Try to stay clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he's paid it in spades. How's life on the Groundbreaker? Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our old rusty crown. How does Groundbreaker keep the board at bay? Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and her grandmother who rode the ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. You mentioned Sublight, our local garbage collectors. That Lila Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight, but I think that's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. I'll be on my way. Now see here. What was I doing again? Lab-grown giant Cannon goes on an adorable rampage, leading a family of scientists on a wild chase across Emerald Vale. Spending the holiday away from home proves to be a chore, but the family soon realizes that true friends are the monsters you meet along the way. Rated FSR 11 for fun times, simulated rampage, and body count of 11. Raised by wilderness primals, one man leaves the jungle he knows to explore the one he doesn't. Keystones. He came from Nannerspank, but he stayed for love. Can a young corporate executive collar this creature, or will she awaken the beast within? Rated PACNS for passion, anthropoid, and sensual nannerspanking. It's hilarious. Iceman, subject, be careful. One of UB's squealers came asking for you. Want to know what you were up to, what you like to drink, who you talk to, what's the temperaments like. Tried to pay me off. I took the bits and told her a pack of lies. Watch your back when you get in. Don't want to find you in the waste disposal chute. Space for ISS. Icy. Been a while since I heard from you. You're on that long haul out to Dashkova right now. Hope it goes well. I got a space for you and yours to meet when you get back. It's just a storage room, but it's quiet and safer than the bar. Should be able to accommodate most of your folks. No fees or nothing. Just let me buy you a beer. V. Mr. McRed, we have reviewed your proposal for the 10th time and still do not agree that galactic mushroom is an acceptable flavor for Rizzo beverage. Even if we pursue the idea the samples you sent were just dangerously hallucinogenic, the unopened package alone can cause mayhem in our receiving bay. Please don't reach out to us again. What do you think you're doing? I was just leaving. Crap. Good to see you again. Let's see what you got for trade. You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend. What happened? What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came in to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. How long were you in there? Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Could have been days. Oh shit, that means I haven't clocked in days. Song's gonna have my ass for wage theft. I did you a favor. What are you gonna do for me? You gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is? Are you gonna pay up, or are you gonna stand here smelling like shit? Fine, here's a bit I got. That's enough for you. Or you don't want my shit-covered clothes as well. Keep your pants on, smartass. I will. Preserve my dignity. No one can take that away from me. Yeah. Worker order. Vera says the Lost Hopes plumbing is acting up again. Take a gander at the usual spot. While you're in there, someone locked their key behind a door. It's the locked one. Once you're ready for a challenge, come back and we'll discuss the radiators for the 100th time. JT. Get in here now, just in case. That's probably gonna be story mode, something to do with the story. Alright, let's get out of here. I was wondering what they do with their waste. Guess it's just chuck it down here. Well, all gonna go. Crumpled instructions. Frankie got a lead on some local salvage. One of the Groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around the stevedore's quarters. Lila gave us the go-ahead to plant her flag once we clear out the new arrivals. I'm sending you to scout. Look for a loose panel. You got to climb on top of their bunks and head toward the back wall. Lila said we should watch our back. She thinks we're being tailed. In other words, typical Lila. which obviously wasn't too typical. Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a ping ping hot frozen. Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin, still wearing the hat? How observant. I'm authorized to state that this uniform is more than headgear. It's a state of mind, and our customers know the difference. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. You work for Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater? Heard of it. My interaction Aetherwave showed that famous Soul Tuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks. It's not so bad. They're struggling, but they've got good hearts. Yeah, I hope they're gonna be okay. That's the Spacer's Choice spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So what can I get for you? Some soap. Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it too. Fair warning, you're still logged on in one of the public terminals. Shit. Oh shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. That was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security? I gotta ask about the hat. I am bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our consumer care headwear division. You doing all right there? I am having a stellar day, and not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable. Can you see in there? I can see all the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. How do you brush your teeth? Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, Manafloss, all are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Do you miss eating solid food? Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them all on Groundbreaker or anywhere in the Halcyon Colony. Do you sleep with that on? Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse Mix. That's 2 handfuls of pet pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold. Guaranteed. Does Spacer's Choice make you wear that? Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and proceeds will be donated to Spacer's Care, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat. Do you need to get help? Do you need me to help you get out of there? Even my contract didn't forbid it. I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Luna Green Moon Mouth Lozenges a part of you? Luna Green, the future experiment. Where can I get a hat like yours? You would never ask if you knew what it was like in here. I mean, why? Anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon. I am addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay? Damn it. There's no slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be. Sorry if I pushed you too hard, Martin. It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to. Let's see what you got. Have a look. $7,000. Only 3,000 more to get to where I need to go. $10.41. All right. Let's see what we got here. Journal. It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? I need that damn bay thing. Halcyon News Media Circus surrounds circus time clowns. The politics of Tossball have grown increasingly turbulent and late, with the circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. Asked to comment on the upheaval, the Owners League released a statement saying that the Clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in their organized rearrangement. When questioned about the values of the overall team, a representative from the Clowns stated that their goals remain the same as ever: Tossball, win, repeat. Assuming the nature of the incident is both sufficient cause for infraction and under our jurisdiction, I'll take your statement and open investigation in the matter. Now then, what's happened? My friend Felix here slapped his foreman with a tossball stick. What bounties do you have available? With that bastard McReed dead, there ain't much else in the offering. Not that I'm complaining. I could start something if you want. Just say the word. Look at my face, Felix. Do I look like I'm in the mood for your nonsense? Just Felix caused trouble a lot, man. Constantly. Little Hellions probably spent more time in lockup than he was in his own bunk. Whoa, hey, now this is just pure fabrication. I don't have a bunk.
This is fun and open.
Back again. Welcome back, Hawk. I'll be on my way. Gotta try to come up with some more bits. I gotta get out of here. Maybe I'll just go back to what you called and try to gather more. Just need 3,000 more. Maybe I'll return to Edgewater. Hopefully something's new going on there. Alrighty. Back in Edgewater. See what's new. It's been a bit since I've been back to Edgewater. Hopefully everything's turned out fine for everybody. No, it wasn't the best decision to make sometimes, but in the end, I think this was the better decision. Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident. What incident? Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here. I won't touch anything while we're here, Mr. Moreau. I promise. Got some questions for you. Go right ahead. What's your take on this place? What do you mean, Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's fine. Fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra, too. Telling yourself that won't make it true. You are condescending to me, and I don't care for it. I am lucky to have my work, lucky to be alive. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something else you needed? Go right ahead. Anyone I should watch out for? Other than yourself, definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong, he seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows the scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me, like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here. So about this plague that's supposed to be going around. Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor. Are you being delusional, or should I wait? I take umbrage with your choice of phrase. We ain't sick, we're rugged. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you got no cause to worry. What do you mean by that? Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with the value to society. Special choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work. And if you don't work hard enough, then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling a little lightheaded. See what you got for trade. Music to my ears. Appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be surrounding me. Why not? Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are going to talk. I don't mind. I don't know which company you work for, but if it's Spacer's Choice, boss can still write you up for fraternizing with an incompetent worker. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plague. You don't want to get what we got. I got some training. I could take a look at you. Don't, please. I could get into a lot of trouble. You obviously need help. That's kind of you to say, I suppose, but I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work. That's ridiculous. You can't blame yourself for feeling sick. I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already, people could be listening. I'm feeling very touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell. Esther said she was going to distribute some medicine to those who need it. Esther's got medication? How? Did the boss get a new shipment? I'm sorry, it's just I thought we couldn't spare medicine. No, I'm sorry, I can't accept help from Esther. If I deserved treatment, I wouldn't be here. You're wrong. Why? You're not doing yourself any favors punishing yourself like this. That's exactly what I've been doing. Not my place to dole out punishment, not even against myself. Alright, you made your point. If Esther offers to treat me, I won't turn her down. I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it. I can't tell if you're pleased to be back in town. Hard to say. Without Reed, we've got the run of the town. I guess that's a good thing. Adelaide went out about living in harmony with one another and whatnot. We'll see if it comes to pass. Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. The office is running a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. If you need help with the marauder problem, I'm for hire. As a Space Patrol's constable, I authorize to grant you legal authority towards apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I got bounties out for 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder. Please, I dust off the old fingerprint roller. Alright. Former Spacer's Choice mechanic, terminated for position, constable Morrow. Spacer's Choice Department of Retirement, Termination, and Restitution has filled a writ of execution for Guillaume Gil Hart Antrim, effective immediately. Some of you may remember Gil Antrim from his days in the cannery. Please be advised that Spacer's Choice no longer recognizes Mr. Antrim as a member of its valued family. Spacer's Choice advises its workers in good standing to remain in good standing by disabusing themselves of any sympathy, allegiance, or memory towards Antrim. Wanted, Dr. Maybelle Burgess, former Spacer's Choice, abandoned her duties and disappeared from Edgewater at large, considered dangerous. Private interest decision. Never got a chance to thank you for hearing me out. Gave me the courage to ask for the job in the workshop. See, you decided to come back. I'm happy when I'm working with my hands. Just gotta convince them to let us use the workshop. Well, Pavarti, people will stare. Nothing you can do about that. Limati left Edgewater today, or Indumati left Edgewater today. She's been reassigned to Terra. I kissed her goodbye at the platform and asked if I could ever see her again. We both knew the answer was no. Look up and think of me as I'll look up and think of you. Robert, they wouldn't let me keep her, but I know you'll raise her with love, perhaps more than I would ever make time for. You are patient and present in a way that I am not. The company says she has no name until you give her one. Her name is Pavarti. They tell me her birthday will be set on the date she's legally delivered to you. She was actually born July 7th. Make her feel special when I can. I sat up last night reading through the Young Spacer's Guide. Almost started reading it out loud from habit. It's been 10 years since I've had but I still have parts of it memorized. reckon I'll take the next volume into work with the cannery. There's an unused office where I can been taking my lunches. May as well read the whole thing again. Times change all things. Even Reed's stranglehold over Edgewater must inevitably yield to the attrition of time. Now that Reed's gone, what do you plan to do? Start anew. Edgewater will become the town it was meant to be. A place where we live in harmony with the world. Where none of us wither under the whips of corporate masters. Place where all are welcome, except for Reed supporters, of course. I was wondering about your garden. The garden will bloom anew. I have plans to transform the old cannery into a nursery with crops enough to feed a town. You're still using corpses in your fertilizer, but of course. And now we have a whole cemetery to ourselves. Are you concerned about the plague? Saltuna was making the town sick. From now on, if anybody's hungry, they may feast from the bounty of the soil. Take care. Where are we headed? What was that about back at Junlei's? I didn't expect her to be so tall, and did you see the size of her arms? She seemed very confident. Gosh, didn't it ever. Did you even see everybody on Groundbird listen to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it, and they trust her. It's just she's calm and knows what to do. I wish it was half so confident. Yeah, there seems to be a story there. There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12. Did you steal from it or something? Not intentionally. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing. Next thing you know, there's a couple hundred bottles of Zero G rolling out the front door and into the road. It's not funny. Right there and then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltina shits. Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone had to volunteer in a third shift. Anyhow, you ever seen an autoloader run over a bottle of Zero G? Go on. Whoosh, exploded all over Mr. Thompson, one bottle after another as the loader went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I was just puked with my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool. Get back to it then. Lovely to see you about, Miss Peabody. Things going all right, Silas? Been keeping him careful and true, miss. What are you talking about, Silas? Best to ask for yourself. My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. I'm sorry, Peabody. Oh well, thanks. Something I can do for you? Got a question. Yeah? You need to talk about Eugene. Yeah, what about him? I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for his gold teeth. Yeah, funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we were supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes. When I woke up, his body was gone, spirited away, vanished. Footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by our orders, or he rose from the dead. I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess. Let me know if you find anything. See you around. Talk to find these guys. Oh, that was the first bounty. Guy's finger. No problem. Things seems a little bit better since Adelaide took over. I mean, still got a long road ahead of them to work on, but in the end, I think she'll be able to do fine. Till then, I gotta make this money to be able to get this nav key or nav bay key. 10,000 bits. Seems a little steep, but guess it is what it is. Worst thing to run into. Looks like those primals did some light work of these marauders though. Never seen this place before. So well hidden. Looks like some marauders have been hiding out here. Hopefully that's all of them. From the looks of it, Marauders took over this area a bit ago. No telling how many of them will be back after that little fiasco. I was able to dispatch them pretty quickly. It was only a small band, but who knows how many will come out of the woodworks after this. With whatever I have. Doc Bayville. That's one finger off the bounty. Looks like the last one's around here somewhere. nice when you come back to places you've been already. Everything's easier to unlock and get to. For the most part, anyways. Time to head back. Looks like we made it back to town. It was a little bit easier this go around. Can't say I approve of town run by McDevitt, but it doesn't sit right with me at all. I'm here to turn in a bounty. Be paid by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Artrim, real name Gil Wame. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid. Last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need you to signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me? Mabel Burgess. age 37, right or left-handed, let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Dr. Burgess conducted my physical every physical quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still, one outstanding bounty. If you got a finger, I got the paperwork. Here we are, Bertie Cotton. Cause of death, let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was a local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I remember to requisition more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you earned plus a bonus. What's this, Junior Deputy Consul? You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it would only proper to deputize you. Congratulations. How did so many people, or many of your people end up marauders? Let me just stop you there. It's official Spacer Choice possibility that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to Spacer, no longer qualify as our people. Doesn't really answer my question. Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out in the wilds, and gave in to their baser instincts. Not everybody's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them ever get my empathy. Yeah, I heard one of your workers shot himself, Eugene, I think. I recall Eugene. Good kid, nice smile, fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatine. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well undocumented legal accounted for side effect of adrenatine. Something else I wanted. What's on your mind? Except on margins of curiosity. Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you? His likeness decorates many of our wanted posters. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? Never mind. I got enough money for that. Almost there. Just need a couple more hundred. So I'll find them around here. got enough to finally buy my nav gate. Time to get out of here. I think we'll call it a night after this. After I talk to this lady. Finally made it back to Groundbreaker here at the docking bay. Ready to talk to Gladys about that damn interstellar nav key or whatever it is called. 10,000 bits just for the damn thing. But better than nothing. Work my ass off to get it. Get the hell out of here. If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Nah, I'm here to buy the Stellar Bay nav key. Fantastic. You be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You can now travel Stellar Bay landing pad from your ship. Now, was there anything else? Thanks for your time. crap. So. Hearty greetings, potential customer. Welcome to Aunt Clea's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. See what you got to trade. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all irrelevant facial protein ingestion tubes. No water. Put them on screen. Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture. Really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hopes colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. Just tell me what to do. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nayoka. Frequents the drinking establishment of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Alright, I'm off. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you. see what this place looks like. Shit. You made it to Stellar Bay. Something's fishy about this place. I don't know what it is. Don't think I've ever seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? You seem surprised. You must have seen the UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare off folk. What are they doing there? You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-world traffic, us being so cutthroat, which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here it goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest salt tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Captain Warhawk. Swell, there's one for the logs. I'm gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar said it isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. Is Stellar Bay really that isolated? We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sub-blight. And thanks to the stars for them, or we want to run off out of Rizzo Punch, Berry Crunch years ago. You're not what I expected to find on Monarch. Oh, that'll make Mr. Sandra's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls mostly. Did he just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait. Are you saying the board's been lying about this place? Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say about the subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. I'm gonna have a look around town. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you. Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? That depends. What is it? I got the Rizzo Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only, I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Cecilia to see if it's coming in? Who's Black Hole? Boss, come on. Black Hole, Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. That's Birdie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever. I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo. I never got to meet them. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something? Actually, I've been in hibernation for decades. Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay. Poster sounds pretty valuable. I couldn't really say. I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say that the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now. Sure, I can ask about your poster. Thanks a bunch. Cecilia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building, next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her. Well, well, isn't it often we see new folk in the Stellar Bay? First drink's on me, stranger. Thanks. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyakoa's story, you could use a few. I could use a few in telling them myself. Now, what can I do for you? How well do you know Nyakoa? Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyakoa, on account of her being here so often herself, and I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you? You said you're not used to seeing new faces around here. Not since Amber Heights. These days, we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclast, or some such. What happened at Amber Heights? Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew, but then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though. Why is this place called the Yacht Club? Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all. Are there any yachts in Stellar Bay? Nope, but a man can dream. Nothing right now, thanks though. And the little bastard's slippery right on account of his blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away, getting so I can tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby wrapped stomach, and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rap out there. Right? What are you staring at? Wait, you ain't from around here. Who are you? I'm Warhawk. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, a charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folk mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Sure. Another round on round, bartender. Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? I'm told you can help me find an information broker. Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Brass. Wait. That ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guy sooner than that? You'll have to get me in something clear my head. Sure, what do you need? Outstanding. Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine, something, pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month on account of needing just one about every damn day, but I'm sure you've got your willy ways. Fetch me one and I'll be all set. You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant. Well, they work. We got a deal or what? Alright, I'll be back. Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before, and with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you? I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement, and what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to leaven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie? It's for Nyoka. Oh, her? It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly atonement if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much, and you know me, dearie. I don't pay to and don't like to pry. There must be some way I can increase Nyoka's allotment. I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams manages the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them. I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You sure ought to be. Oh, you flatterer and old women. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers, and to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. Supply room? The one upstairs where we store our medicines. Where can I find Dr. Williams? In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. The poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations. Where's the graveyard? Graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay your respects, but bodies tend to attract beasties. We gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick. Do be careful. I hate for anything to happen to you, dearie. I guess I'll have to figure this out on my own. Chin up, dearie. Well, I'm gonna go head back up to this thing. Head back up to my ship. Figure this out tomorrow. Alrighty, we're gonna save it from here. Gonna call it for tonight from here. Thanks for watching, whoever's out there. Appreciate you very much. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like. Appreciate the follow and appreciate the support. Also share and share like if you please it, or if it pleases you. Definitely would help me out. But other than that, we're definitely gonna call it a night. I'll be back on tomorrow after work, probably around 9 o'clock. but we won't be on too late. Other than that, good game, good night. Keep it groovy, keep it tight. This is 953 Hawk out calling the night. Peace.